Antigone, to quote a line from the show, is about a girl who loves her brothers the same. Antigone loves her brothers so much that she can't stand one of her brothers being left unburied, as that in ancient Greece means eternal anguish, wandering without rest. So as a result, she goes against the authority and the law, which states she cannot bury her brother, and subsequently buries the body, which gets her into a little bit of trouble with the authorities.
To me, Antigone is about women at the forefront of revolutions and how they have the courage and tenacity to do what they believe is right and just, even when people tell them that that is not what they should do. It's a really unique experience to be able to play a singular character with 6 other women at the same time. A lot of people who do theater work have understudies, or they come into a show later and they take the role on after someone else leaves. But hearing other women's interpretation of such a famous play and character was really helpful for me in interpreting the text and understanding what the overall message of our story is.
My role, I'm the one who arrests Antigone, and the way that my character is played is different than that of the ancient Greek tragedy. We're doing mine in the style of a vaudeville performer, so it's very showy, very different, probably something you wouldn't be expecting.
So my character is chorus, and usually in Greek tragedy the format is that the chorus is played by a whole bunch of people who speak in unison. But in contrast to the 7 Antigones in our show, the chorus is only one person, which I think is interesting.
The great thing about Lucy is she's such a collaborative director. She relies a lot on what we think and we would like to do, and she works with us to refine that and subsequently put on a show that's a collection of ideas and views from multiple performers.
Lucy has a thing on her door that says if you knew how much work went into it, you would not call it genius. However, I think all of us who have the pleasure of working with her would absolutely call her a genius. It's a pleasure to work with Lucy, and even though a lot of the times her visions are kind of confusing to those in the beginning, the work that comes out of all of the effort that we put into it is really, really beautiful. So in the famous Greek tragedy of Antigone, Antigone herself becomes a prisoner after doing what she believes is right by burying her brother. She gets sentenced to prison. And that was really relevant for us to bring a classic to imprisoned women to hear what they think about it and how it makes them feel, because they're going through a very similar thing. The women who've helped us write this play have varying levels of education. Some of them had never read it before, some had read it in high school, but everybody gets something different out of it. And whether you resonate with this character or she seems like she's doing everything wrong or everything right, there's something so human about it that's so relatable that I think is why we really wanted to speak to imprisoned women about like this classic tragedy and how it relates to them in the year of 2017.